Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. Alright, so today we finished up the Looming Shadow, and we're going on to the Face of Extinction. This is the final chapter, or final section of the game before completion. Obviously, if you have side quests or errands, those aren't counted in this because those are considered optional. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. Alright, so let's get into it. So the Looming Shadow, as we know, is the prelude to the end. So it kind of sets everything up and also says, hey, do you really want to do this? This is, in fact, the last one. And obviously there is some appreciation for that so that you're not like, oh man, I didn't know this was the end. I wanted to go back and do this, that, and the other. I still had side quests to do, or errands to run, or, you know, corrupted zones to take care of, what have you. So, obviously, Horizon Zero Dawn has done a really good job of saying, hey, the end of the main campaign is coming. Is this what you really want to do? Now, the Looming Shadow was a callback to all the people that you met with, and they're going to be helping you out as you finish up or finish out. So this one is not necessarily long, but it is relatively intense because you're having to deal with, you know, the big baddies, the Deathbringers that are, you know, the original, well, I guess they're all original, but these are the most functional. They're not dug up relics, but are fully functioning machines with everything, their entire arsenal available to them. So, with that said, you know, this is going to be the fight to put it all together. So, using everything in your arsenal is probably a good idea because you're probably going to need it. And you may have weapons that you are privy to, that you enjoy using, that complements your playstyle more. Just remember that there are more weapons available than what you have available on your weapon wheel, so you may need to switch some of those out depending on what you're fighting and how you're fighting. So we have the Corruptors, of course, we have the Deathbringers, and of course we have to deal with the Shadow Karja, or the remnant of the Shadow Karja. Obviously, not dealing with them would cause blowback in the future, whether near or far future, because they are going to be, if they're not dealt with, you're going to have to deal with them again in the future and again until you actually do. And Helis is actually at the center of all of it, because he is the, you know, the most acclaimed warrior of the Shadow Karja, and he was with the previous Sun King. He was the right-hand man of the bloody Sun King with all the red raids. So obviously he probably has a couple screw looses, so it's a good idea to take him out. You know, not only does he have incredible stamina and endurance, but he also has incredible resistance, and he rarely slows down more than about half a second. So you really have to stay on top of it in terms of checking the distance. If you're too far away, he's going to shoot explosive arrows. If you're too close, he is going to be lunging at you. At this point in time, hopefully you have the Shield Weaver armor, which will help mitigate at least some of the damage. And then, you know, get some distance where you can let that shield come back, and then, you know, eventually whittle him down until he has nothing left. If you use the Tripcaster, that might be a good idea. I did not. I just used arrows mainly, so it probably took me a little bit longer. Or traps. So Tripcaster, traps, arrows, those are all good. Spear, not a great option because his attacks, his melee attacks are probably his strongest, and he has very small amount of cooldown in between melee attacks. So he'll just attack, have like half a second, and then attack again. So you're always kind of on the defensive if you're going to be doing that. Now once you deal with Helus, then it's time to engage in the real battle, the battle against Hades. So you need to go down to the ridge. There's, you know, a couple supply crates here and there scattered throughout, so that if you're low on supplies, that will help you out. Some health potions, you know, some different things that'll hopefully help you. And then, of course, you have, once you get to the ridge, you're going to have that Osram cannon, which has the capability of tossing out 6 of these explosive orbs, which is, you know, one of the best ways to damage the Deathbringers and machines in general. Well, anyone, let's face it. But specifically, Deathbringers that don't necessarily take damage easily compared to some of the other machines that have been corrupted. So then, you know, once you deal with these machines, then it's on to, and it's going to be several waves. So when the Deathbringer is shooting volleys and missiles, it's usually best to dodge out of the way. Very quickly, though, it becomes a battle of attrition, because you're fighting not only the Deathbringers, but you're fighting other corrupted machines as well. So you have to take care of the machines, because the machines are going to close the gap, whereas the Deathbringers are going to attack from afar. So Deathbringers are going to require several volleys to take down the machines. Hopefully you can get within one volley. Now you can see your allies on the lower sections, you're in the upper section, and it does take a couple seconds, you know, to load up those bombs. And you know, some of the bigger machines, depending on the spread, it may actually take a couple of shots. And of course, once again, be on the lookout or wary of the volley from the Deathbringer. So you have to worry about that, and you have to worry about the machines that are coming up that are going to be in short range. So you have to deal with them either with the Osram cannon or with the arsenal that you always have with you. Now once you get through all of the waves, then you'll progress to the next step. So you'll get a cutscene, and then you'll move on, and then it'll be on to the final battle. So, and of course, the final battle isn't going to be straightforward. It's not going to be just you and Hades talking it out, saying, so tell me about your childhood, Hades. How was your family? Obviously, you're going to have to deal with what else he has to throw at you, and then it's over. Or is it? And of course we know at this point there is a sequel, so something happens. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Lower your arms, but be wary.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare. About to get loud. Here when that hits.
By the sun, all shadows descend on us.
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Tab?
By all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Tab. I've gotta go.
We'll draw them. Now you face the true sun, shadow demons.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting. If Hades has started the signal, it must have gotten through the defenses. Honora, Baron's vanguard. I have to get up there. Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back. They're
Aloy!
alive.
It's Aloy! Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up. Last chance.
has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of entity has been accounted for.
of the corrupted, Aloy!
Take them out first!
I've got left. I can do this.
Execute.
That metal monstrosity is going for you.
Okay, here it comes.
They are slain! Our arrows were true!
That's it. My way's clear.
Finish it, Aloy! Finish it now!
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging Extinction Protocol.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.